Let's plant our onions. On day 4 of my garden chore series, we drew out our garden map. In the very back, that is where I plan to grow my onions. The first thing I'm doing is removing this mulch because we don't want to interfere with the onion's shallow root system. I chose to fill this bed up with the soil from buckets, grow bags, and half a bag of this black cow compost. The reason we're only using half a bag is because onions don't need a ton of nutrients. The last thing I'm going to add to this bed is raised bed mix. Most of the nutrients in the soil from the buckets and the raised beds were completely depleted in the last season, so we're going to be using this raised bed mix and the black cow compost to supplement the nutrients that have been lost.
So what we're going to do is plant these all 6 inches apart. I'm going to build a trench in between each row so that I can put the fertilizer in.
When we plant our onions, we're going to make sure that we don't bury them too deep. You want to make sure that the bulb stays exposed. That way, it doesn't restrict the ability for the bulb to expand. Fun fact, onions' roots only grow 6 to 12 inches long. In between each row of the onions, I'm building a trench. This is where I'm going to put my well-balanced fertilizer. Once the roots of the onions grow down and out, they are going to be able to slowly intake the nutrients from this fertilizer while it's breaking down over time. There's a difference between granular fertilizer and liquid fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer is able to be used almost immediately, and granular fertilizer, like the one I'm using in this video, will be broken down over time through dissolution and microbial activity in the soil.